Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Today I Work On. And today I'm working on a route for my buddies for this weekend. And it's going to be a spectacular one because we have a bunch of river and we have a bunch of beautiful road. So when I get back from my little drive, I'm going to continue on the joint compound. But sometimes a boy has to play. So I'll be back in a bit. Gonna grab some awesome apple donuts at a place. I'll show you all about it. The test drive on the cruise that I laid out for the weekend. I'm back from getting really dope apple donuts from the donut shop. And now I'm gonna work on joint compound. Now the joint compound is still a little bit moist. It's not completely dry, and that's why I kind of wasted the morning like doing fun stuff to wait for this joint compound to dry. The problem is it's just so humid and wet outside that it's just, there's too much dampness in the air, and this area is not climate controlled. So I have no dehumidifier to put on or no heat right now. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take out the heat gun, and the only problems I'll have are on the corners because they're still a little wet and I can't do the other side because it'll dig into the wet compound and it'll make an ugly looking corner. So the plan is finish the joint compound today, and then tomorrow sand. So tonight I actually might put a heater in here and have the fans going, and that might do the trick for tomorrow morning. So I don't want to waste any more time because I want to put one coat of primer on tomorrow afternoon. So that's my goal. Let me get to work and enjoy the episode. So I should be done in about 30-40 minutes. I'm gonna let the cross seams dry a little bit more. I'm gonna put the fans on, and I'll probably come back in about a half an hour and I will finish up all the joint compound. So 30 minutes until I get the sand tomorrow. So I can't wait. Big project is coming together, and before you know it, it's gonna look beautiful. So I hope you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, and I can't wait to start doing all the finish work. So let me take a break and then I'll finish up the flat seams. 30 hands, honest day's work, right? Drywall joint compound is done completely. I just finished the flat seams. They look great. So I'm gonna throw my heater in here tonight, keep the fans going, and tomorrow it should be nice and toasty in here, and the heat will dry up the air. And with the fan circulation, I should have dry joint compound, and I'll be able to sand it in the morning, and then in the afternoon try to put a coat of the PVA primer on everything. That would be great, because then the following day I'll get a lot of painting done. So that's it for today. I will continue this video tomorrow. See you then. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another day of Today I Work On. And today I'm going to work on sanding the joint compound with my power sander, and I'm going to try and prime the whole room. I should be able to get that all done today. So the only issue is my power sander, I ordered a part last week to stop the dust from coming out of the vac, and it's not here yet. So it might be a little dusty, which kind of sucks because I hate dust, especially joint compound dust. So I'm gonna have to probably wear a mask, and it's not gonna slow the process down, but it might be a little dusty. So in the time lapse, if you see a little bit of spurting of a dust here and there, that has nothing to do with the actual machine. It's just I need to take care of it. It's just like with anything else, it's called maintenance. And it's my fault that I haven't looked at it and seen what the problem was. So this is a popular model, and I'm gonna actually do a video on what I'm gonna do to fix it. So that's for another time, but right now, let me get to work and I'll be back. Just finished sanding down all the joint compound. It looks really good. I have to touch up here and there. I'm gonna do it after I put the primer on. Now I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna use the little block sander and just clean up all the corners a little bit, because they're always a little snotty and dirty, because the sanding machine is a round disc, and it's about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch where it can't get into the corner. So I usually just hit all the corners really fast with the block sander. So let me get going on that, and after that we're gonna throw on some primer. Just finished block sanding all the corners. They're nice and clean, no more snots, no more bumpiness. It looks really good. Now I get to prime, which super excited. It's gonna look so nice in here. It's gonna get even brighter, because instead of the walls being green, they're gonna be white, which is gonna be great. So let me start prepping for primer. super excited. I finished 99% of putting up the PVA primer on the walls and the ceiling. Now, it took about 3 hours to prime everything, which I think was pretty good. Like I said, this is almost 700 square feet of space, but it's an open space, so I was able to fly with it. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to put a coat of Finish Promar ceiling paint on the ceilings and then head out, because I need to clean up everything. It's a mess. I have drywall everywhere, I have boxes everywhere, I have old plywood everywhere, and I just want to get rid of it. So I'll go to the dump and then I'll come back and I'll put a second coat of Finish ceiling paint on the ceilings, and the ceilings should be done. That means I'm just down to the walls. Now, a little pro tip, and that is talking about the nap you use on a 9-inch roller. And the nap you should use is 1/2 inch for your primer and your ceiling paint. And why do you ask 1/2 inch? Because 3/8 of a nap does not hold enough paint for bare drywall and joint compound. And that is why you use 1/2 inch. Also, drywall is very, believe it or not, it's rough. Drywall is a rough surface. It's not like a painted surface. So you need more paint to hold, because if you use a 3/8 nap or a 1/4 inch nap, you're going to be dipping in your tray every 2 seconds, because it's not, all the paint's getting sucked up immediately as soon as you roll. So you want to use a 1/2 inch. 3/4 is way, 3/4, that's when you start, if you want to paint brick or something. So that's too much, but 1/2 inch is the money spot for painting and priming a ceiling. Now on the walls, I usually go 3/8 because I use an eggshell, but in the garage, and I have a name for the garage, by the way. I'm gonna say that next episode. I'm gonna also use 1/2 inch because it's a satin. So it's not a flat, but it's not like a semi-gloss, and it's not an eggshell. It's kind of like a few grades above a flat, where I could still scrub the walls if they get dirty. So I'm gonna use 1/2 inch on the ceiling, 1/2 inch on the walls, and I'll be able to fly through all this paint. And that's about it for today. So if you like this episode, please click the like button. If you like what the barn, soon to be named, how it's coming out, please subscribe, because this is just the start of all the cool content that I'm gonna throw you guys. I'm just gonna douse you with awesome content, and I hope you learn, and I hope I learn, and thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.